Sir Isaac Newton. He was the founder of the 3 laws of motion. After an apple fell on his head, probably giving him a concussion, he founded a basic understanding of gravity. And I'll be talking about these laws. So let's start with law number 1. Newton's first law states that an object will remain at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled by a change in state by the action of an external force. This is normally taken as a definition of inertia. If that is the velocity of 0, then the object remains at rest. End quote. Which can be simplified to every object moves in a straight line unless acted upon by a force. An example of this would be rolling a marble into a straight path or straight direction. It would continue going straight unless it's blown off path. Another example would be throwing a ball and hitting it with a baseball. So let's move on to the second law. Newton's second law of motion, according to NASA, is the motion of an object is determined by the sum of the forces acting on it. If the total force on an object is not 0, its motion will change. The greater the mass of an object, the greater the force needed to achieve the same change in motion. For any given object, the larger the force causes a larger change in motion. Simplified would be acceleration of an object is dependent upon 2 variables. An example of this would be if you're riding a bicycle and you pedal. You're accelerating because you're applying force to the pedals. So now let's move on to the third and final law. Newton's third law, according to NASA, is that for every action, there's an equal opposite reaction. That's surprisingly a lot simpler than all of the other quotes. An example of this would be jumping. If your feet push on the ground applying force, and the ground applies an equal amount of force that propels you into the air. It's so interesting about Isaac Newton that he found out about gravity. It's just because an apple hit him on the head.